Hi everyone, this is me, Dan, the My Little Pony and Sophia the First fan, and I'm starting to realize of all the bad things that I've did since the last 4 years ago. So, after watching New Yorker Sife's video about his wrongdoings, I want to admit my wrongdoings too. So, I'm going to admit my wrongdoings, starting right now. So I'm going to start it off for what I did to Steve the YouTuber back in 2023. Here I go. So what I did to Steve the YouTuber back in November 29th of 2023, I made Steve very angry by acting so crazy and coming up with crazy dreams while I was on Hayden Seipolt's messenger call while we were doing the play-along skit of the Wiggles, which is Jeff's dream that he was a cow. And also another thing why I made Steve very angry is because I kept on saying that Mommy and Holly were real babies, which is a very crazy thing for me to say. But now I'm starting to realize that Mommy and Holly are just baby dolls. And that was a very crazy thing that I just did to Steve. So yeah, I really felt ashamed of myself for what I've done to Steve the YouTuber back in November 29th of 2023. So moving forward, for what I've did back in 2022. So back in September of 2022, I did bad things to Devin Osborne on his Google Meets back then. By making fun of people's health issues, which is a very bad thing for me to do. And then I screamed on the top of my lungs. And the reason why I screamed on the top of my lungs is because I get very angry when my haters gave me the hate base, which proves that I cannot handle hate or criticism. But now I realize how hard it is for me to handle hate or criticism. Because I used to go off on my haters back then, but now I realize that how hard it is to not handle hate. Because now that's what I also did. And another thing is that I made several bad videos of people who blocks me on Messenger, which is a bad thing of me to do, which proves that I cannot handle hate or criticism. And also another thing, back in 2021, I told people to shove middle fingers up their privates, which is really disgusting and it makes people sick. And now, for what I realized back in 2021, I find that very disgusting for what I did, which is something that I regret. And obviously, the bad video out of Wesley Norris back in 2021, which is something else that I regret. And also, back in 2020, I kept telling the Play Along gang to quit, which is something wrong of me to do back in 2020. And I kept troll feeding my haters and YouTube trolls 24/7 by giving them grounded threats, punishment day threats, and forcing people to buy stuff that they don't want to buy, which is all the bad stuff that I regretted from the past. I'm really sorry for what I did in the past, everyone. I know for what I did in the past, troll feeding my haters and trolls 24/7, for what I did was wrong. I totally regret for what I did on my wrongdoings, and I want to become a better person. So I can become a better person, starting from tonight and tomorrow and in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video about my wrongdoings, and I hope you can all accept that. Thank you.